Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I'm gonna try to. Hi Rita, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Hi Mocha. I'm gonna try to give this my all, my best I can do, guys. I just can't promise I'm gonna be able to make it through. Um, it's been a pretty rough week around here. I'm sure you guys have noticed some lack of sweet. Maybe it'll be okay. And then I look at you and I feel like it's okay. Hi Pixie. I know, sweetheart. I'm sorry. This is a good distraction, guys. To put it in a nutshell, last week we've had some things happen around here. You haven't seen me because, for the most part, because I've been trying to go on vacation. We've had this vacation plan for well over a year now, and it finally came about last week. Of course, around here, there's no such thing as vacation. Everything that could have gone wrong. This was a trip from hell. Went wrong. I was sick the first 2 days. The third day was the only beautiful day there, and then of course tragedy strikes here. As you guys know, Saturday night around 9:30, Annie passes away. Sunday was miserable weather-wise. Monday, we get back into port, still miserable, and all I can do is think about getting home, but I didn't want to spend the extra $300 a person to get our asses home. And I paid for that by ending up having to stay an extra damn day because of the weather. Costing me God knows how much between hotel and airfare extra and all this other shit. But that's not the worst part. My biggest concern about going was Annie and little Jay. As you guys know, there's so many similarities. They both had rough lives. Annie was 18 and a half. Little Jay, I guess the cat's out of the bag now. He's passed away too. I wanted to be home. This is why this sucks that their memory needed to be put out there sooner. But I wasn't here Saturday and I wasn't here Monday. And I'll never forgive myself for that. Annie was, like I said, 18 and a half. Little Jay was 12 only. Little Jay was unfortunately a breeder dog. He was stuck in a kennel his whole life before he came to me. God, sweetest little man. And Annie, you guys know how she was. She lived in the garbage. The guy couldn't stand not giving her a life. He was trying to get his life cleaned up, so he turned her in hopes that she would have a better life. And sure enough, the local shelter folks reached out to me and asked me if I could do it because she was not very approachable. She was not very socialized. And what we did was we ended up falling in love and finding this beautiful little girl who we got to spend the next 5 years with, 4.5 years with, 5 years almost.
5.
So you guys know they both had heart conditions. They were both on pemobendin. Unfortunately, that was not where the similarities ended. They both, they both were white with brown spots. Sorry. They both had cancer. Cancer came on really quickly. Annie's manifested itself in a memory tumor. And little Jay's obviously with a lymphoma around his neck and spread out throughout all of his organs. Even though the organs themselves were fine, just the lymphoma throughout the bloodstream, everything was just horrible. I tried some things, different things, so I don't have any solution or anything to say that this worked or didn't work, or that this shortened their life or added to their life, because I did different things for both of them. Anyway, so 9:30 Saturday night, Annie's heart stopped beating. Connie tried to resuscitate her. She tried CPR for 5 minutes and it just wasn't happening. She was scheduled to go in Tuesday, for surgery on this tumor. But in the end, I think it was her heart that got her. But the stress and strain of the tumor and the cancer that was coming through her. She was a beautiful girl. I'm going to do dedication posts to both of them, just pictures of each. And then, of course, little Jay. I tried so hard. We all tried so hard with him. And he just, I knew it. The last 2 days, of course, before we leave, you can just see him going downhill. I know, sweetheart. And we tried so hard. And of course, with me not being here, I'm just telling Connie, come on, keep him, fight to keep him alive. He's going to get through this. We're going to fix everything. And no, he couldn't bounce back. And Monday, around 1 o'clock, he passed away. He was unfortunately failing so fast. We were able to get our good friend Tia, Dr. Perry, to come in and do things at home when we have to do them. We found a way to do this to where everything's peaceful. Everybody gets to be there. We get to hold his hand and, gently talk him into passing on. So these two beautiful little babies are no longer with us. I mean, she's saying when in one avenue, it's better because now all of this special needs that we've had can lighten up a little bit right now. I mean, it's going to be a relief for Brittany and myself, and actually the whole staff, Connie and everybody included. You know, Brittany's the one that takes care of them directly, heads on, for the most part when we're in town, which leaves the rest of the staff to have to deal with everybody. So Connie's dealing with everybody and the staff underneath her, and me and myself as well. But now it's kind of gonna like put a lot less pressure on us right now for a little while. We still got a couple that we have to worry about. Coop. You know, he's a trooper too, so we're gonna knock on wood. What else we got that we got to worry about? Bear's looking a little rough, but he's still trucking like Annie is or was. And I think Chubby Bunny. That's about it. Those are the only three that I got on my radar right now that I'm concerned with. But anyway, yeah. So little Jay and Annie are passed away. And for those of you that ever want to get into rescue, man, I know I get asked so many different questions. How do you do it? How can I do this? How do I go about it? Just give up your life. Because even if you have, you say that and somebody's going to be like, oh, don't listen to that. You can still do it. No, if you have a fucking heart, you can't do that. You go on vacation and they pass away. Like, it happens every single time I leave this fucking house. Sorry. And you might as well just not go because you can't enjoy yourself. You go, you don't want to go. You're miserable the whole time. Of course, then they do pass away. You come home, and unfortunately, it's so chaotic because of without us being here. I mean, we are the glue. So things are a little always behind and run down, and you don't even have time to grieve because you're too busy cleaning up and shit. And then you pay all this extra money out to staff and everything. This isn't a complaint about anybody or anything. I was just telling you, if you want to do this, man, your life is dedicated, and your rest of your life's over as you know it. And to be honest with you, after dealing with saying, okay, I'm a prisoner, or dealing with that, I don't have any freedom anymore. I'd so much rather have that than deal with having the freedom and having to just deal with these losses like this. It's just, I'd rather do everything I can and dedicate my life to them here because it sucks to, each and every one of them, when one passes away, it's just horrible, let alone 2 or 3 at a time. So, sorry guys, thank you for letting me ramble. I'm a little out of it right now. I'm just tired and sick, and I know I got all you babies here, right, Elroy? I know, sweet man, you're doing so good. Bye, Mo Rat.
Hi, Mo Rat.
So, thank you, and always remember little Jay and Annie. Oh, I will put.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I know she's got a
I
little
forgot
bit of
about her ear infection.
thing. Yeah, I gotta get her. Gotta give her drops today. Speaking of which, come here, Mo Rat, sweetheart. Little Jay and Annie have already had their fundraisers, so there's not going to be a need to do either one in a mid-month. I will put the link to each one. I'm not trying to promote it, but you guys know me. This isn't about money. This is for anybody who loved them, who loved watching them, and you don't have their magnets yet and their pictures to memorize that, to remember them by. I'll put that at the bottom for you, for anybody that wants them. Thank you guys so much.